Homeostasis is the programmatic aspect of nature to maintain an equilibrium. And as far as life is concerned, health is nothing but homeostasis.
In this journey, we have started an interview series, Homeostasis Journeys. Meenu is hosting these interviews. In this series, we are actually trying to decode the dialectics of the journeys of self healing and self reliance to sync life with nature. So, the objective of this series is to bring understanding at the surface so that people can find the value of understanding over the blind acceptance. So it is a story of understanding based transition. In this series, we have already interviewed 13 people, and today we have a youngster with us, Souparna from West Bengal. We'd love to hear from him about his transition and the dialectics. So I welcome Souparna along with Meenu on the screen for this interview. Welcome, Souparna. Thanks for joining us. Yeah.
Hi everyone.
Yeah, hi again. So there was a technical glitch. Yeah, Meenu, can you take over, please? I'll be available backstage. All the best, guys.
Sure. Thank you. I welcome you once again to this show, Soparna. And
Thank you.
I don't bother about the technical glitch. It's all right. I mean, these things keep happening and we get used to living with it. So, Soparna, tell us something about yourself.
So I'm a commerce graduate, and I had worked in ICICI Bank for 2.5 years. Then I shifted my career goals to education sector. Now I'm a student doing B.Ed and MSc in applied psychology.
Okay, great. That's wonderful, Soparna. You are a special guest for us, Soparna, because you are the only young person I'm interviewing. All others were much older. So it kind of
My
feels
pleasure.
special. And we have much to learn from you today. So maybe if you can start with how did it all start for you, this paying attention to health and sort of how did you come across this natural living and what is the story behind it? Tell us in details.
Yes. So it all started in class 8 when I was diagnosed with obesity and diabetes. And my doctor prescribed me some medications, and I was advised to take that. So in the year 2016, my parents, especially my mother, witnessed a drastic change in the lifestyle of my uncle Kalyan sir. So he consumed 80% of his diet as raw fruits, and remaining 20% in cooked food with least taste modification. So this inspired my mother a lot, and on the advice of my parents, I changed my diet to raw fruits from morning till 12 o'clock, without understanding the dialectics of it initially. So initially, it was the diet change I have followed. So after that, I simultaneously I continued my medicine. So after following this diet for some months, my blood sugar level reduced to normal range, and on the advice of my doctor, I stopped my medication. So then I did a course on WhatsApp on the basis of PNC. In that I learned about the three kitchens of the universe, that is the nature's kitchen, the mom's kitchen, and the commercial kitchen. So from the understanding of it, I tried to keep my diet plan to nature's kitchen to 80%, and the remaining 20% to my mom's kitchen. But sometimes I tend to again fall back on the commercial kitchen because of some cravings of samosa or some cravings of chicken curry. So then after following this diet plan for approximately 2.5 years, I finally got a chance to do the course on the do a one day workshop on the basis of PNC in Kolkata. So in that workshop, I understood the dialectics behind the behind pure nature cure, and learned what the real sense of health is. I can now confidently claim that the cure lies from within, comes from within, and I would like to urge everyone who is watching this broadcast to first understand the principles of PNC and then implement in their life.
That's a beautiful story that your own experience, how slowly you got into understanding the dialectics, Souparna. Thank you so much for sharing all the details with all the rationales also that earlier you started with the raw food only and then slowly, and it's commendable your honesty about the food aspect of falling back sometimes, but can you throw some light on what are the basic principles of pure nature cure as you understand them, and what is it that makes you now want to follow it?
Yes, I first of all, I follow the principles and the based on the learnings of PNC. First one, I understood that our body has the initial transmuting capability to take all the essential nutrients from whatever we eat. So first of all, if I take an example of a mango, and if we eat a mango, our body has the capability of understanding the capability of taking the elements from the mango itself to the body cells, and it will be easy for the body. And if we take something in place of a mango, a cooked food or a chapati, it will be hard for the body, and it will be a toll on the vitality aspect to bring the essential nutrients to the body cells. And second of all, we should opt for CCCV, conscious conservation of vitality, at all the three levels, that is physical, physiological, and psychological. In the physical aspect, I tend to opt for light free hand exercises and also some yoga like Surya Namaskar to improve my flexibility and circulation in the body. And I also opt for doing one task at a time mostly, so that it doesn't take a toll on my vitality and it conserves my vitality. Next, on the physiological level, as we know, we are frugivorous, so we are structurally governed to eat fruits only and enjoy the fruits only. So I like to take my diet to raw fruits to 80%, and then refer to my mom's kitchen for the remaining 20% with least test modifications, so that it takes the minimum vitality conservation for my body to digest the food. And next, coming to sleep, we I tend to fix my routine such that I go to bed. Make sure that I go to bed at 9:30 p.m. So that my sleep falls in between 9 p.m. and 12 p.m. so that my body gets the maximum rest of 9 hours, and the repairing process also continues in that period, as we know, according to the circadian cycle. So, and in the last, the psychological level, I also practice the Vipassana technique of meditation, and which is a technique to observe the body sensations and also take control of your mind with equanimity. And I also focus on that my mind is least occupied with thoughts when I'm going to sleep, and all the time I tend to focus on one work at a time. And last of all, our body has an excellent regulating capability, and I will like to explain this with two aspects that I understand. First of all, it's temperature. Our body, except irrespective of the external climate, our body tends to manage the body temperature to 37 degrees centigrade irrespective of the seasons. So that's the immense capability of the body, and we should acknowledge that. And the second of all, I will again refer to the food example. If we take a mango, and eat two mangoes or three mangoes one after another, our body sends a signal that our stomach has become full and it's no longer needed to eat. If we urge the sense of hunger only, and if I replace the mango with puris, for example, uh, we will take puris one after the another without sensing the need of the body, and because it is a craving for craving towards puri, and we will it is because of the conditioning that we are getting attracted to puri, and we will not respond to the body's initiatives that our stomach is full. So it's better to
Sure.
opt
So
for
that
the
would,
natural diet.
yeah, it is beautiful the way you have explained all the factors of your lifestyle, how you are pursuing it in your life. And it's very rare sharing. Thank you so much for this. I also wanted to ask you, Soparna, what are the difficulties that you face? And sort of what are the challenges in the description of your lifestyle? Like there must be some places where you feel that how should I do this? So what are those?
Yes, definitely there are challenges. I will not disregard that. So I will first arrange my challenges into two types: internal and external. So internally, sometimes after following the principles of PNC and this lifestyle, sometimes I can sense the urge for a craving towards some specific dishes prepared by my mom. And for the from the commercial market also, because I still now prefer samosa and chicken curry prepared by my mother. So I limit the quantity by, but I still test the food. So I manage this temptation, at that time, by saying that I acknowledge the fact that I'm taking the food which is not right for me, but I promise myself that I will one day leave this habit dialectically, and I will wait for that time to emerge from within.
Sure.
And secondly,
This is a
externally,
very
when I
reasoned approach. Yes.
yes.
Uh, Yeah, I acknowledge that,
So
Soparna. Beautiful. So, Soparna, you must be facing some discomforts, some digestive problem, or maybe some pains, any fevers. If you can share with us, what is your understanding of disease after the following of this lifestyle, and you have studied it also now. So, what do you understand by disease? What is your perception towards disease? How do you manage when something like this happens to you?
so after undergoing the courses of nature cure and the PNC, so I understand that disease is a response mechanism applied by the body to free the body from the toxin and bring back its homeostatic state. So this fever, flu, and loose motion are, according to me, after understanding the nature cure, the symptoms, and the single disease identified in nature cure is toxemia, which is the excess of toxins in our body, and we should eliminate that. We should acknowledge the body's initiatives and effort to eliminate the excess toxins.
So, what do you do, Soparna? What is the management that you opt usually when something like this happens?
So just 1 week before, I had gone through a healing crisis, that is fever, for 3.5 days. So I told myself that now it's the time to rest, to give rest to my body in all the three levels, that is physical, physiological, and psychological. Physical is to stay away from the physical activities and give my body the optimum rest it needs. And secondly, physiological, to opt for fasting. And when you're really hungry, you should go for fruits. And the psychological, I should keep myself in a relaxed mind state so that my body gets optimum rest. That's the
Wonderful,
only
Soparna.
mechanism I follow.
Soparna, in your you have implemented a lot of changes in your life, and maybe now we can also discuss what are the changes that you wish to implement but you are not able to as of now.
Yes. So I will like to implement the following changes. I can point it out. So first one, I will someday I hope that I will reduce the quantity of grains in my diet. So it's still now 70%, 60% I am going towards raw fruits, and 40% is the content is grains. So I'm trying to reduce the quantity of grains in my diet. Secondly, I will also try to reduce the cravings towards commercial kitchens, towards like samosa or any fast food or any fried items. So that are the two challenges first of all. And third, last I will say that I will opt for going to sleep without putting an alarm clock. I'm conditioned towards sleeping with an alarm clock. I'm trying to give up this habit.
So, Soparna, how do you ensure that you remain consistent in following this? Because we all tend to, even after understanding many times, we all tend to go back to our earlier habits, and it's very difficult to change the habits. Even after understanding, intellectually understanding everything. So, what do you do to enhance your conviction and understanding of this subject?
See, the realization part of it, I have realized that each day I get a new freshness out of when I get out of a healing crisis, and I realize that I have gained a new freshness each day. So that's the guiding point of my life, that I will carry on this lifestyle, and I will also urge others to follow this lifestyle.
Great. Thank you so much, Soparna. And your uncle is also here with us, Kalyan.
Yes.
Maybe if there are something you wish to ask Soparna or any comments from your side.
Yeah, no, no comments so far. It's just a start for Souparna in this lifestyle,
Yes.
and he's trying to make a consistency. He's not yet there, but he was very much excited about this interview. So we thought that let's say hear him out, and we encourage more youngsters to understand the rationals of pure nature cure, rather the rationals of nature, to sync our life with nature. So, I urge all the youngsters to understand these rationals more and more, so that they
So,
can bring a consistent change and independency. This is the science of freedom, nothing else.
yes.
Yes, 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 yes,
Yes, yes. So, just one last question I have for Soparna. Soparna, it's
yes.
been quite a while now, around 3 years, you changed your food pattern, and now slowly you have understood also some of the rationales. So, what about like how has this affected in your other walks of life, your studies, or maybe your relationships, and whatever you wish to pursue further? What is it from the earlier Soparna to the new Soparna, who now understands a little bit of pure nature flow?
Okay, earlier I was very much I used to get angry at some small issues, and I was short tempered. So by practicing the principles of PNC and also doing the vipassana technique of meditation, I understand that I understand that mental poise and the state of awareness is a rational mind state, and I tend to keep my mind at that state only, and I tend to keep my mind away from the assumptions and imaginations, which are the root causes behind my anger generation. So first and now my relationships I'm trying to work on with my relationships with my parents and my relatives. So it is a starting point, and I'm just implementing the teachings of pure nature cure, and I am sure that it will help me in reducing my anger, and I will reverse it. I will reverse it completely one day.
Yeah, you will be able to, for sure. Yeah. So,
Thank
yeah.
you
Do you
so
have
much
any
for
other
being
question?
with us, Souparna.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Soparna, for making available
Thank
yourself.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. 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 So we have this next episode. I just would like to share about the next episode. Uh, Yes. So Sri Dharni, that is day after tomorrow in the morning. Actually, we'll have to match with her timing. She's from California. She's a software professional, but trying to sync her life with nature. So she contacted us through Facebook and wanted to be interviewed and share her journey. So I thank her for considering this. So we'll be listening to her in that episode. Yeah, so that's it for today, guys. And those who wish to dive deep into the science of pure nature cure, they can contact us on this WhatsApp number. You can save this number for any query or any interest if you have on the subject. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, the audience. Thanks, Aparna. Bye bye, Meenu.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank
to
you
the
all.
viewers.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Souparna. Thank you, sir.